This week on Talk of the Town, we recap the county fair during a stroll with Mayor Lyle Holmgren. School's back in session, so we showcase the bear being moved at the high school and the Bear River Sports mural for our Mural Moment. We also have football highlights. The Box Elder County Fair and Golden Spike Rodeo wrapped up their 100-year celebration last week. The junior livestock auction raised $2.5 million for over 800 kids and their animals. During this busy week, the community also came together to raise more than $300,000 for the Fallen Officers Fund. During the first portion of the auction, $287,000 was raised. Cowboy boots were also taken around the rodeo each night, where additional funds were generously donated. Deputy Mike Allred and K9 Azula, who are recovering, made an appearance at the rodeo. Tributes were held to remember the sacrifices made for our fallen heroes, as well as a procession earlier in the week.
Welcome everybody to the Box Elder County Fair. This is the 100th anniversary of our county fair. It started in 1925. We're just thrilled to be here today. This is a significant milestone for our county fair. I'm Lyle Holmgren, I'm the mayor of Tremonton, and I'm just going to kind of walk around. We're going to visit the Box Elder County Fair and see some of the great things that are going on. One of the very, very first things that happened in 1925 is they had a meeting with the back then it was called the Commercial Club of Tremonton, and we invited in the Farm Bureau to help us out with this idea of coming up with a county fair. I have with me Senator Scott Sandel. Senator Sandel is a member of the Farm Bureau and also serving hamburgers this day, and I wondered if he could just tell us a little bit about the quality of food that you guys serve and why do you even do this every year?
So we're known for our hamburgers and basically all the condiments you can put on the hamburger, and everybody knows about a Farm Bureau hamburger. It starts basically Monday night, and by the time we get to Tuesday, before the fair even opens, the lunch crowd shows up. They'll have businesses. They told me they had a business that showed up with an order for 70 hamburgers on Tuesday for lunch. And from there, we just do thousands of hamburgers every day pretty much. And we're glad to feed the people, and proud to be a Farm Bureau member. Was a Farm Bureau president for a while here, and I've got my roots deeply set here.
One thing that is really special about the Farm Bureau hamburger is your produce. Everything is local. And from what I remember, the tomatoes, the onions, everything is grown here in Box Elder County, served. So what you're experiencing here is all local. So,
yeah, we try to do all the sourcing we can that's local, and people tend to love it. It's probably the best food value at the fair, and we pretty much do it kind of as a service.
We're here with Brescia Whitley and Cheryl Howe.
I've been involved in the county fair since I was 8 years old and doing steers, and then when we were done with that with our grandkids, I decided to be involved in the home arts. I am the director for the home arts, and when we hit the 100-year, I thought, what can we do to help with the 100-year activities? So when I heard Jeff Kent with Feed 100 Families, I decided, let's do a quilt. And Brescia is an awesome quilt maker, and she is one of my directors, and so I put her in charge, and I'll let her tell you a little bit about it.
When Cheryl asked me to do this quilt, she wanted to try and figure out a way that we could make a quilt and make a donation and help families in our area. And I thought, what a great way for us to come together as a community and do that. And so what we did is we curated this quilt behind us, and we split it into little individual blocks, and we asked ladies and quilters in our community if they would like to be involved in helping us make the quilt. And so if you look at the quilt, it has 50 individual blocks in it, and they were each individually made from someone in our community. And then we brought the quilt blocks together and created this quilt together and had it quilted and bound. And we're going to earn some money today and throughout the rest of the week and try and help provide for some of those families in our community that maybe can't do that for themselves. So,
how many hours do you suppose?
We estimated that it maybe had about 100 hours of love and care into this quilt. So it's definitely a labor of love. So and to have many hands help, it definitely goes quicker. So
I'm here with Suzanne McBride. When I was in Extension way back in the day, she was one of our 4-H leaders, and she's still involved in 4-H and really involved in the home arts part of that.
So the cooking projects include just your home baked goods, but it also includes like recipes, the table setting contests, things like that, canning, home canning, cake decorating. So you think about food, what comes out of your kitchen, it's kind of what Andrea Cosbob and I are over. We have lots of things that our judges selected to go to the state fair, and as they were judging and they took their little tastes, you know, we have to sacrifice and also have some tastes of the ones that they did, and I can tell you that we've got some pretty good up and coming cooks, both boys and girls.
As I said, this is the 100-year anniversary of the Box Elder County Fair, and what makes the county fair so special are the people. And you know, our community, whether it's out in Park Valley or down in Corinne or Bear River City or Tremont or whatever it is, it's the people. What we have here are the brands of several of the ranches here in Box Elder County. These are ranches that have been around for, in some cases, a century or more, maybe back into the pioneer days. These ranches have been around. This is what makes our community so special. Are the people, whether it's the ranchers that live out west, whether it's the 4-Hers that live in Tremont or Garland or wherever. It's the people that make it so special, and we're so proud to be a part of this. And I think back to that original day when they come up with the idea of doing the county fair here in Tremont, and I can't imagine that they could, I don't think they can imagine what it's become. A lot of these ranchers, they spend a lot of time supporting things like the Box Elder Junior Livestock, and they've done it for decades. We're just proud of the opportunity to be a part of all of this. We're in the goat barn with Casey Thompson, Josie Thompson, and Brooklyn Leak. Brooklyn Leak. Brooklyn and Josie are FFA or 4-H? 4-H. 4-H? 4-H exhibitors, and they just finished selling their goats.
I think it brings the community together, so I like it.
I think it's just a great experience and you meet new people.
Do you learn anything from all of this?
Oh, you learn a lot, especially patience.
I love it. I've heard it said that the kids don't raise the animals raise the kids, and I think that's exactly right. You watch these guys work all summer, and you know, sometimes you don't have a lot of chores for kids to do these days, so this gets them out and gets them working and teach them what hard work is. And we have a saying in our house, what is it? Hard work always what?
Pays off.
Hard work always pays off. Then you get good people to come out, and we usually leave the auction in tears just because honestly there's so many people like yourself who give and give and give and send these kids to college and on missions, and just anything that they need money for, this community is always there to support them, and then you get to associate with good kids like these two too. So
absolutely. Yeah.
It was a really good experience, and it'll be sad to leave them, but we can do it again next year.
This is something that I was involved with for many, many years, and I did it for about 30 years. This is a great thing, a great project. As I've watched 4-H youth over the years, it's teaching them competitiveness, but fair competitiveness, teaching them to responsibility and all of these good things that come out of having a 4-H project.
My name's Brooklyn Leak, and then this is my goat Goose. He's a great animal, and he did really good this year. I got second place in my class, and I'd like to give a shout out to Stetson Summers and Molly Summers and Double S Show Goats for giving me this awesome goat.
I'm JC Thompson, and this is Ziggy. I bought him from Stetson Summers at Double S Goats, and he was like really little when I got him, but we put him on some feed and he got really big, so I'm really glad. I think he did pretty good, so I'm really proud of him.
4-H and FFA projects are one of the keystones of the Box Elder County Fair. Youth from all over the county have an opportunity to come, they raise their animals, and then they have to come into the county fairgrounds. The animals have to make weight. They have to weigh a certain amount, and if they don't make weight, they have to accept that. But the ones that have made weight and qualified are here at the county fair, and we have 811 animals at this time. It's a record. We've never had that many animals before. Each and every animal will be presented to the buyers. The young 4-H or FFA member will walk around with the animal, put it in the best light that he or she can do, and then bidders will bid on the animal. Now the animals get sold for more than what market price really is. So this is an opportunity for the community to come in and support these young people. A lot of them have used this money. They collected over the space of about 10 years. I've been around the auction for over 30 years, and I remember the very first auction that I was associated with. The auction brought in $195,000. Today, that auction will probably bring well north of $2 million. I can't imagine how many college educations have been paid for, how many missions have been paid for, how many businesses have been started as a result of this support. And I've had an opportunity to visit many junior livestock shows around the state, and this is by far the best. This is Matt Rowley. He's one of our 4-H leaders. Take just a minute and talk about the Box Elder County Fair and what it means to him and his family.
The Box Elder County Fair is pretty important to me and my family as well as our club. We have quite a few kids in the community. It gives these kids an opportunity to connect with ag and with each other. To me, it's more important that they develop community than winning or anything like that. We just try to improve upon what they have, give them experience working in groups, provide opportunities for the leadership for the kids, and become actively involved with the community.
That same theme just keeps coming up. This is about community, and this is about us coming together as a group of people, and it's been a difficult week for everybody, and this is an opportunity for us to get together to sort of talk about some of the inner feelings that we have with everything that's gone on this week, and to be able to just associate with each other, and it's a great opportunity to be a community.
I agree 100% with what Lyle says. It seems like this will help kind of bridge us together, bring us together, and hopefully we can help the families that were all involved with that. I think that wound is pretty deep and raw still.
It is.
Right?
Absolutely.
But I think it gives the kids opportunity to connect with the police officers. We specifically talk with our club about look for the police officers because they have to show up still. You still have heroes around here. They're your friends. They're here to protect you. And they provide a lot of service, monuments and things like that. So it's opportunity for a kid to experience life and learn a few things, how to become a good member and steward in the community.
At the very beginning of the auction today, what we did was we held back 1/2 hour, and the auction director said, okay, everybody, we're here to support these officers who were fallen and the police and the sheriff's deputy who was wounded. And so what we're going to do is we're going to open this up, and I think Chubb started it off and said, who will give us $20,000? And immediately people started to raise their hands, committing themselves to large donations. All of this money will go to the families of the fallen and the wounded officers. Before this was all over with, it was 1/2 hour is all they would allot. Within 1/2 hour, $287,000 was raised from this community to go to these families. That's what we're talking about when we talk about a community that cares about each other, and that's what this county fair is all about. The community has come out all week long to support these families. Earlier this week, we had a vigil at the city offices, and we had everybody come, and we had a blue ribbon cutting sort of party. And what we did was we sent people out all around Tremont, and mainly along Tremont Street, to put blue ribbons around each tree and around just about everything they could find, kind of a thing, and to show our support for these families. This has been a hard week for everybody. This has been I think one of the most difficult weeks for Tremonton and Garland that we've ever experienced. And for us to see how people come together and support these officers, the sheriff's deputy, this is what our community is about. I'm overwhelmed by the outpouring of love from our community, but also the outpouring of love from our state. We're here with Arthur Douglas, longtime friend, longtime supporter of the Box Elder Junior Livestock Program. Can you tell us a little bit about what this Box Elder County Fair and the Junior Livestock Program mean to you?
As being a past director, I had the golden opportunity to serve as a director, like Lyle said, for the auction. Then I retired for a couple of years, and I come back and the commissioner asked me to be over the entertainment, which I love. I love to see people having a good time. I think our family, I figured I've been here 67 years, that I've been coming to the fair. I think things that I remember most when I had the first auction was in the old barn, which is made of concrete and old cinder blocks right there. Then we built the new one. I remember the former president, Bill Smoot, says, "What do you think of this, Bob?" And I said, "Bill, this is an overkill. It's way too big." And now it's not big enough. So the auction part has really grown. But I think the thing that I would most have to say about not only this fair but the junior livestock auction is not we're raising animals. The kids are raising animals. We're raising kids. And I look at the sadness and the sorrow and the good times and the bad times, meaning that we had some of our young kids who were killed maybe a few weeks before the fair, and the way this community came together to help. Times when we had one young man fell off a horse and passed away, or a wreck or whatever, and gosh, I think back to the times that I'll never forget my good friend Junior Lish, who was one who bought that animal. And he said, "Hey, I don't want that animal. Sell it again." Ben Dave from Coca-Cola, "I don't want it. Sell it again." We ended up making that boy a lot of money with not a dry tear in the crowd. And it seems like every year during a county fair, before a fair, we have something like that happen. But just like our situation with these deputies, the people have come together to help support the families in need or the children in need of a little extra financial help. These kids need to continue to do what they're doing. They're responsible for that animal from when it's either born. I had a nephew here that had a club calf that he took from his heifer and raised a club calf, and then he showed it here. We'll sell it here today. That's what it's about to me, is raising an animal, being responsible. And like I always said, that back in the old days, sports are very, very important. But today is a Super Bowl for that animal and that child. And so I just say to the youth, keep involved, stay involved. And if you do that job the way you're supposed to with the animal, it will keep you out of trouble. Like me and Lyle used to get in trouble. If we didn't have animals, there you go.
With Reed Stokes, auctioneer, and Luann Adams, who was a past county commissioner, commissioner of agriculture, and had a whole lot to do with the refurbishment of our Box Elder County Fair. We've gone through a lot this week. Is this county fair something that is kind of helping?
I really think it has brought people together, and all the things that they've done during the fair to try to honor these officers. What a tragic thing that's happened in our county, but I do think that it's brought people together, and it's made us think about it and get closer and think about your neighbors, the things that they have done throughout the sale that's going on and the rodeo and all the other events.
Yeah,
it's been very touching to me.
I'll bet you that the auction is more than last year. $17,000 for the grand champion pig. Wow, that's got to be some sort of record. You just can't believe that people are willing to give that much time and money. The money, wow, that they give out here is just unbelievable. I've been doing this for 30 years? Richie told me the other day he's been doing it for 49.
49 years
49 as an auctioneer. And I says, well, Richie, you almost made it to the first one. Well, and two, at our fair, the software that you created is just a wonderful, wonderful program. Makes it easy, fast. Couldn't get no better than this.
I've been to most of the fairs around the state, and there's nothing that even compares to this. It is one big party this year, and 100 years, and we celebrated how the history of it, how it started out, which was those forefathers and our ancestors. They put a lot of thought into this, and hopefully we can carry this tradition on for another 100 years.
Over the years, Tree Mountain City has become known for its murals, adding works of art on a regular basis. With so many wonderful murals and sculptures being created, Tree Mountain fashioned a self-guided walking tour, which allows you to view these masterpieces up close while learning about the significant people and events that have helped define the life and character of this region. With summer here, Tree Mountain is encouraging residents to take time to enjoy these murals and sculptures that have won Tree Mountain Best of State Awards from 2016 to 2020, and again in 2022 and 2024. Tree Mountain also won 2020's Best of State Statue Award. Over the next few months, we'll guide you through each of these murals and sculptures, providing historical information and an up-close look from the comfort of your home.
Welcome back to another Mural Moment with Brian Mickelson. And with school back in session and fall sports underway, we decided now would be the perfect time to come and feature the Bear River Sports Mural right here at North Park Park. Sports, of course, are a big part of this valley, and so it's fitting to create a mural at one of the city's parks representing amazing athletes who likely got their start playing right here at this city park. And as you know, softball is huge here at Bear River. While this mural started as a softball mural, we've actually added a few key baseball players to showcase their program as well. Bear River Baseball won a state title in 2004. Lady Bears softball were 5-peat 3A state champions from 2008 to 2012 and have won 12 state championships, which is the top in all of Utah. One of our top athletes that's featured on the mural is former pitcher and current softball coach Jordan Tyre. And man, I would do anything to be able to interview her right now.
Hey, Brother Mick.
Oh my gosh, Jordan. That's so great. Okay, I've got a couple questions for you. So Jordan is right here in the middle of this mural, one of our star former athletes, and again, like I said, our current coach. So Jordan, how does it feel to you to be immortalized on a mural right here in Bear River?
I always joke that it's the most embarrassing thing ever, but no, I think it's cool that the city has this just to represent those 5 state championships and just to embody what the community is with Bear River and athletics.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, so remind me, what years did you play?
2010 to 2013.
Okay, and you won so many awards. I just looked at the list, it's super long. I know it's an awkward question, but what's your favorite award? What's the award that, I know you were Miss Softball, but what was your favorite award?
I was lucky enough to receive Utah Gatorade Player of the Year, and that one was pretty cool. I had some cool experiences because of that award.
That's awesome. That's super awesome. This last year, you coached the Bears to another state championship. Tell me a little bit about the team and how that felt.
No, it was a team for the ages. They were great kids. They got along. They worked hard every single day, and it was by far the funnest championship that I've ever been a part of, is being with those kids.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for just showing up today.
Of course, anytime.
Every softball player that's featured on this wall was part of the 5-peat. From left to right, they include Aaron Fox Hester, Cassie Frank Matingi, Morgan Summers Smith, Nicole Johnson, Kelly Smart McClellan, Shawnee Owen, Jordan Tyre, Tyree Haramoto Blaisdell, Kimberly Knutson Raydell, and Josie Summers Moore. The baseball players are believed to be Jardy Nesson, Alex Munns, and Jason Zundel. Many of these athletes went on to play at the next level and share their skills through coaching.
Find out where we head next for next week's Mural Moment.
Talk of the Town is made possible by supportive sponsors who love our community. Show your love by supporting them today.
About a year ago, we were contacted by one of the classes, I believe it was a late 50s class, about restoring the bear that's outside and moving it so that it doesn't get more damaged. We didn't realize that it was as bad as it was, but it's a cement statue that was done by a fairly famous Utah artist. It was done in the early 50s, I believe. And put outside the school. Anyway, it's a cement statue, and some of the cement had gotten down to the point where the metal frame was exposed. And so this class volunteered to pay for the restoration of that, and then what we're going to do is we're going to bring it in. We're going to put it on in the front doors of the building. As you come in, there's the breezeway right there in between the two double doors. We'll sit the bear up on a podium, so it should be a really cool addition to the inside of the school, plus that will protect the bear just a little bit so it doesn't get so damaged from just being outside. So we don't know when it'll be done. They have excavated it from the outside by the football field. Hopefully it'll be done fairly quickly after school starts, but we don't really know that yet.
It's a weird kind of a Canadian formation, but it gets them across the 50. And I'm going to go around the far side and keep
this momentum going.
From the 20 Tire. He's going to look and throw. Here's Riley again. Corver Riley gets inside the Tire under center. Handoff. Bonk turns the corner and gets a touchdown. That's going to...
Starting freshman QB, like everybody kind of jumped.
And the Bears going to swallow him up behind. Tire under center, brings it out, pitches it back over, and to the right side. Vaughn finds a hole. Vaughn finds the end zone again for us. Power in under center. And this one off to Vaughn. He'll bounce this one, like you said, except this time bounces it inside for a Golden Spike touchdown. A roof sponsor all season long. Another 2-point conversion attempt. A little flick over to Tire looking to throw, going to go up top and coming down with it over there on the far side for another. Keeper over the middle of the field, and that's going to be a new core stealer for Bear Rivers. That one's picked off. Now it's got to spin away, able to get into a clearing, always looking downfield. He's got two wide receivers. This one's Vonk, and he's going to break free and go down the sideline. And get his full.
Caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Set up another screen.
Breger breaking some tackles, going to take a hit and step out of bounds.
It's positive that you can take back and try to do. Oh.
Ball comes loose. Pitching it to him. Patient running. He'll bounce his way inside. And this one off to Vaughn. Nothing on the middle. He'll kick it outside. There's something out here. There's blocking out here. And he'll cross the pylon. There's another. There's a good throw. Dallin Rice. And a crowd.
All you ask.
Ooh, here's a pick six. Quick one here by Corver Riley. And he will keep it, and he will get another Golden Spike Power Sports touchdown. And Wilkinson with a quick throw, out far side, completed. Bingham with a little stutter step there, gets the Frank May Skidoo first down. Passer from Wilkinson, completed here to Bingham. He'll spin his way. Mark here.
Oh, great run.
Huge explosive run through the middle. Christensen still trying to get away.
So, Coach, obviously that was a great game to come off of, especially coming out of the loss last week. We got some wind in our sails. What do you have to say about tonight's game and the boys' performance?
Oh, we did what we were supposed to be doing. I thought we executed pretty well. Obviously, we thought we were a better team, and we showed that tonight, and just got ourselves back on track. And obviously, we got to. It's nice to get our guys out at halftime and make sure that we're ready for next week on a short week, preparing for Box Elder.
Talking about the guys that came out, what do we have to say about the new kids that had some of their first time on a varsity field tonight?
Everybody stepped up. We had sophomores stepped up. You know, our running backs like Rigdon stepped up, and we got guys that subbed in and had to play pivotal roles. So, you know, it's a team game, and that's what I preached last week. And I thought a lot of kids stepped up at different times for us. So it was good.
Yes, Rigdon Vonk had an amazing game. What can we say about him and what we expect for the rest of the season?
He has a lot of talent. He's a very good running back, and he's got a lot to learn, obviously. But I expect him to be dialed in and be a pivotal part of our football team the rest of the season. So it was good to see him have a good night.
Yes, for sure. And talking about not only our offensive play, but on defense, we executed very well. Everyone did their job. What do we have to say about our defense tonight?
Yeah, they got after the quarterback, so that was important. They applied a lot of pressure, and that was kind of the key to the game for them. And they executed. They executed the game plan and played hard and played fast. So that's all you can ask for.
Rigdon, so you are a grill player of the game. You scored 6 touchdowns, right? Yeah. How does that feel?
It feels good coming from last week, not winning, got destroyed, and coming this week and giving a great game.
So yeah, last week you did not do as well as you thought you were going to do. How did you prepare coming into this week to talk about that?
Just keeping our heads up, coming from a defeat, and then coming to practice and just giving all we had.
Serve going down the line, near side for the Grizzlies. Good serve, and then send back here for Bear River. At the bench, Ben Rice with the serve. And Rice with the ace. Mikhail going up with that one. Rice serves it up. Fennick here for the Bears. They send it right back over. Going over to the far side, Emery again with a kill. Filling only by 3. Mikhail Garn with the kill. We're going all the way to the back line. It pulls it down on the far side. Crowther checks in here for Bear River. Down to Mikhail. Mikhail goes down the line. Does it stay in? It does. A little tight to the net. Good communication here for Bear River. Burrow gets it up here for the Grizzlies. Our first serve of the ball game. Good one. Have to dig this one out, and they go into the line or corner. Going Steve out there for that. Mikhail going to try again. This one off the blocker, out of bounds. Sort of back here to the near side, and that will be a kill. Robbie Marble here on the near side. Put Evans in the middle. It's a back over. Dell returns it here for the Grizzlies. Back over. Mikhail from the far side. Down the line. And that one stays in. Grizzlies able to get it over. Hard hit from Mikhail. Goes to the back line. Dell again, but sent back here by Bear River. Robbie Marble here over the Grizzlies. Hardy serve, hangs on the top of that net, dumps right. They can change things up here for the Grizzlies. Mikhail gone. Good rebound, play off the blockers, out of bounds. Robbie with another serve. Serve over the far side and a block. Side. Here's Mikhail Garn, powers that one through. And good by Mikhail. A quick dump over. Start off with an ace. Oh, what a save by Logan. Grizzlies over the scrappiness. But there's a kill over there on here. Able to get it over. Hell again, sends this one Rice. With a good bump. And another kill. Far side. Another serve. Pedersen keeps it alive here for the Grizzlies. Bell sends it across. Mikhail gets it up. Montgomery here in the corner. Another free one sent back over here by the Grizzlies. Brindley sending over. Evans does it again. Lean here for Logan. When I don't talk, London hard play. It's over here. Good block here by Bear River. Jessica gets it over. That up. Here is Garn and Mikhail on the far. Jessica gets this one over. Rice underneath it. Cleaned up here to the middle and a kill. Good for Rock. That's in the middle. Sends that one over here for the Grizzlies in the middle. And that one stays in. There's your kill. On the far lead, still here for Bear River. And that'll be an ace. Just clips the net again. So hard to read. And bring back to serve. And an ace. High block. Tight to the net and sent back. Boyer serves it up to Tessa. A little. Boyer with the serve down the far side line, and Bears come out of the timeout. Serving up. High ball sent back over here by the Grizzlies. Little dump over here for Bear River. Catches him off guard. Robbie. Quick recovery. Bear River. 11-3 lead. There's another serve. Here from Hamblin. Coming in there for Bell, and this one rattles around.
So, Coach, that was a really great game. First opener, it was really good. What do you have to say about today's overall game?
I think overall we played Bear River volleyball. I tell the girls all the time it comes in waves, but we kept going up, and that's how we secured that win tonight.
Talking about Bear River volleyball, I watched this team last year. This is a different team out on the court for sure. What did you, as a coach, step in and help improve and take away from this team?
Yeah, I think my number one goal is to make sure these girls believe in themselves, and I'm their number one fan. I cheer them all on. I'm super grateful that I have such a deep bench that I can sub girls in and out, and we all work together to get wins.
Yes, you definitely do, and you can feel the team spirit from off the court too. It's such an amazing thing to watch. Like you said, it comes in waves. What do you have to say about tonight where it especially came in a wave?
I'm really sweaty because they stress me out. I wish it was just an easy sweep every time, but it's not that way. And they know that and they expect that, and that's why Bear River is a team to be reckoned with this season, because we fight for every single point.
Okay, Mikkel, you are our grill player of the game. How does that feel?
Great! I love the grill.
Perfect. Well, I'm so glad you're our grill player of the game. Out on the court, you showed real grit tonight. How did you prepare for this game?
I practice. We practice hard. We got new coach. We're disciplined at practice, and we work hard.
Talking about your new coach, what do you feel is different from this season and last season?
I think we have the hype, the energy. I think she just has us like with a whole new attitude. And again, the discipline. She holds us accountable, and it's great. She works us hard.
Okay, Emery, you are a sophomore out on the court. You played practically the whole game. What do you have to say about the performance?
I think I definitely couldn't have done it without my team. My setter, Brindley Garn, she makes the whole game. The back row helps pass so much, getting perfect balls so I can smash it on the court. It's a lot of fun, and it works out. We're really working as a team this year, and it's exciting to see how region's going to be.
I'm excited to see how region's going to be too. This game was such an improvement from last year. How do you feel as a person you've improved from last year?
I think I've improved a lot, like going to club, going to high school, having Coach T. She's helped our team a lot. Even me, I'm getting to play a new position, and it makes a whole difference having a new coach being able to help us out skill level-wise. It's great.
Yes, definitely. She talked a lot about teaching you guys grit. Mikkel talked about teaching you guys discipline. You saw that a lot, especially in the second set when it went down, and then in the third set you brought it right back up. What do you have to say about that?
We talked a lot about digging ourselves in a hole and trying to get back out. I definitely think we might get complacent sometimes, but we always know how to come back. We have a lot of grit, and we're very scrappy, and it's obvious in the court, and it has a lot to do with playing as a team for sure.
Okay, Robbie, you had an amazing game. You had a lot of kills. Your spikes were on point. What do you have to say about tonight's performance?
I mean, we just came together in the second half, and we just killed it all together, and we had a little mix up, but we got that back in line. And
yeah, you guys, your coach talked about it coming in waves. It definitely came in a wave tonight. What did you guys talk about at your timeouts to come back from that?
Just to talk about passing and really work together as a team and not separate.
How do you feel the team chemistry is different from last year to this year?
I feel like we're not separating each other from grades and just really treating each other like sisters and loving each other.
That's amazing. What are your big goals for this season?
To be able to lead us to a couple playoff games, and yeah.
Thanks to all who make this community a wonderful place to be and for our opportunity to showcase the good on Talk of the Town.